When we say the word family, different people think about different things. For many, it brings up great memories, warm, loving images. For others, not so much. Some homes were safe, loving places to grow up. Others blew up so often that it gave new meaning to the phrase nuclear family. The thing about family is that it's a mixed bag. These are people you're connected with through your DNA. So quite literally, you're a part of them, and they're a part of you. Often it's the basis of an unbreakable lifetime bond, but sometimes it's where the connection ends. So whatever mental images are bouncing around in your head right now, let me ask you a favor. Put them in a box and set them on a shelf for the next few minutes. Let me paint you a picture to think of instead. Daisy Worthen was a fiercely independent senior who seemed to have her life under control. Her lifestyle was comfortable, her finances secure, all good, right? Then she lost something most of us take for granted.
A big piece of her independence. Her son had the means, so he hired her a driver named Hope. Daisy had other ideas.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to drive you to the store.
Independence dies hard, but eventually Daisy found a way to accept riding in the back seat.
Now, my daughter, she's married to a Pullman porter, you know. She's always on the go. New York, Detroit, St. Louis.
Now, Hope started off as an employee, a professional providing a service. But over time, something interesting happened.
Hoke,
Yes.
you're my best friend.
Oh, go on now, Miss
No,
Daisy. You
really. You are.
A member of the staff became a member of the family.
I like to think of family as people who are fiercely committed to your well-being, as people who aren't under any obligation to sacrifice for you, but sacrifice anyway. People who don't have time to spend with you, but spend it anyway. People who get you, even when you can't explain yourself. They're people who know that real love isn't an emotion, but something we do deliberately, intentionally, faithfully. This kind of family you don't always get by birth. This kind of family you choose, or if you're really blessed, chooses you. When Senior Serve meets someone in need, we start off as a service provider, like Hoke. We bring life-saving meals to people who've lost their precious independence and won't make it without help.
It's scary being disabled and single and not know what's going to happen to you. You know, there's nobody that can help me. And it's really difficult for me to get food.
Many times, our delivery drivers are the only people our seniors see week after week. So it doesn't take long before friendships form. We also provide friendly visitors who take that extra step and of relationship and fight one of the most devastating effects of aging, loneliness. We don't treat seniors like clients, we treat them like family, the family we choose. Karen Erickson lives in Washington State. Her mother, Joyce Little, is 84 and lives right here in Anaheim.
And she's been here for a long time. Isn't that right, Karen?
That's right. She's lived in the same house since 1960, and she loves her independence.
But then she had a serious fall and a long recovery in a rehab center. After that, you told us she needed some help.
Yeah, it was still pretty hard for her to get around, even to cook, let alone make it to the store. So she would just make do with snacks, or she would skip a meal altogether.
So that's how your mom started receiving Meals on Wheels. But then something happened. Tell us about that.
Yeah. She was trying to unplug something from the outlet behind the couch. And she reached down there and somehow got her arm stuck between the couch and the wall. She was there for 2 days, yelling for help, but nobody heard. Then her Meals on Wheels driver came by and rang the doorbell. He could hear her hollering for help, and he called 911. I really think if he hadn't come by, or if he hadn't taken the time to listen, I would have lost my mom. He saved her life.
That had to be hard to hear, being over 1,000 miles away and not being able to do anything.
You know, I can't be there for my mom like I wish I could, but having you there to watch over her and make sure she's eating right, it's a real lifeline for me. And it shows me how much you all care. We are so grateful. I can't even tell you.
Karen can't be physically close to her mom, so we became her eyes and ears, just like we are to hundreds of other Orange County seniors we call family. In so many cases, there are no relatives nearby or otherwise. Without us, there'd be nobody, ever.
We don't have to go to bed hungry, as we did many times. Meals on Wheels bring us the food, brings us those friendly drivers who say hi with a big smile on their face and greet us. And we eat, and we are happy and well nourished. It has changed our life dramatically.
We bring these precious people healthy meals, friendship, companionship, practical help, and for some, the only human contact they ever have. As we do that, we help them stay in their homes, preserve their dignity, and maintain their independence. As their quality of life goes up, their chances of being hospitalized goes down. They live longer. They live better. We know you care about seniors too. That's why you're here. And as we've honored heroes tonight, we've all been reminded that together, we are a caring community that puts our love for older adults into action. You made it possible for us to serve 900,000 meals in the past year to nourish hungry seniors. Because of you, 1,000 homebound, lonely, older adults felt caring support from our case managers, along with warm touches and smiles, and often life-saving help from our delivery drivers. And thousands of distant family members knew that since they weren't able to be there for mom or dad, Senior Serve was. But every year, the needs expand and the resources available to meet them seem to shrink. More and more foundations are redefining their giving areas to exclude seniors. Even though the senior population is exploding, the needs of homebound seniors are pushed aside as other more visible issues take the limelight. Many of you have been supporting Senior Serve faithfully for years. You care about seniors, and like us, you're in it for the long haul. You have become our family. Tonight, Corinne, Odessa, Francois, and countless others are counting on you to respond again by treating people you don't even know as family.
We are all people. We are worthless. Who cares for all people? Sick and, but there are people who do. Those who donate for Senior Serve. They donate from their heart because they want to help. They love us. We don't know them. They don't know us, but they love us.
It's time to listen to what your heart is telling you and turn that feeling into action. And Rick Warner is here to show us how we can do that. Rick?